and great Glenn Ford once referred to Obama as not being the lesser of two evils, but the more effective of two evils. I think that's very safe to say that same thing about Biden and the Biden administration. The apartheid state of Israel continuing to commit, war crimes and just indiscriminately murdering and, brutalizing the Palestinian people night after night, day after day, hour after hour, month after month. You get the idea. And their reward, Biden administration approves $3.4 billion helicopter sale to Israel. Very interesting. No talk of their human rights abuses or running the world's largest open-air prison. No talking about how human rights just came out with a report claiming that, the Israeli government was committing war crimes against the Palestinians in Gaza. But no, here's $3.4 billion and new helicopters so you can further, keep committing those egregious acts of, violence and all the rest. Jesus Christ, man. 18 heavy lift cargo helicopters. 60 general made engines, navigation systems, 50 caliber machine guns. The U.S. is committed to the security of Israel and is vital to U.S. national interest to assist Israel to develop and maintain a strong and safe self-defense capability. Yeah, I'm sure that's what these fucking things will be used for. Meanwhile, what's actually happening in Israel to Palestinians, Israel occupation forces raided the headquarters of Defense for Children International. But here, yes, you need more helicopters and guns to the tunes of billions of dollars. I mean, Jesus Christ. And again, one of the reasons that the apartheid state of Israel, this what is also a settler colonial state along with the U.S., is able to get away with doing this is because of the U.S. empire's unconditional support for this apartheid regime and the massive amount of weapons and funding that the U.S. gives to them is one of the reasons that they're able to get away with this fucked up shit. Israeli occupation forces. How disgusting. Defense for fucking children. And that reason right there is why they're being raided and having their, materials took and searched, because they exposed grave human rights violations against Palestinian children by the Israeli military. Well, can't be doing that. We're gonna go fuck up your shit. Can't be having you expose all of our wrongdoings. Jesus, man. So 8 computers, hard drives, many containing client files. Jesus, man, so disgusting. Not a peep from the U.S. government about this, was there? But it's so the socialist government in Cuba, that's where all their egregious human rights violations are taken. Give me a prayer. So that's from the Khaled Kuzmar, DCIP General Director. So this organization that was broken into. This latest act by Israeli authorities pushes forward an ongoing campaign to silence and eliminate Palestinian civil society and human rights orgs like DCIP.
So our message to the international community is your silence against the Israeli crimes. We used to consider it as a green light for the Israeli occupation to continue their crimes, but now I can say that it's become kind of partnership in the crimes against the Palestinians.
Boom. So yes, let's give the apartheid state of Israel more and more money to brutalize children and attack the group supporting Palestinian children. Jesus fucking Christ. And look at this. It's from July 29th. Yesterday, Israeli soldiers killed 11-year-old Palestinian Mohammed Abu Sarah. Today, while he was attending Mohammed's funeral, Israeli soldiers shot and killed 20-year-old Khalid Awad. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. And this is the settler colonial regime that the U.S. continues to prop up to serve its own imperial interests. Has nothing to do with promoting human rights or democracy. It's a fucking sham. And then, yeah, the people getting all pissed off that, you know, Ben & Jerry's has decided to stop, you know, selling ice cream, doing business in these, you know, occupied Palestinian territories. That's the bare fucking minimum. I mean, Jesus Christ. Fuck. Just how disgusting. Computers, laptops, client files. There's the broken door from this org, Defense for Children. Just literally just fucking rammed it in. And here's what I was talking about, Human Rights Watch. Human Rights Watch, again, which isn't, you know, some radical group. I would say it's, you know, a pretty liberal conservative group. And if they're out there saying that Israel is committing war crimes, they probably are, frankly, because, again, Human Rights Watch, you know, not anti-imperialist. They're usually for U.S., you know, empire and regime change. But even them coming out and saying this, like, it's got to be pretty fucking bad, right? During its recent 11-day assault on Gaza that killed 260 Palestinians, including 66 children. You know, not the first time it's been called out for war crimes, so what are the consequences? Well, nothing, unfortunately, is probably going to happen. But look, killing fucking 11-year-olds, killing 20-year-olds who were at the funeral for the 11-year-old, breaking into the Defense of Children office, Defense of Children International Palestine office. But yes, let's give them more billions and unconditional support so they can continue their crimes against humanity, against, you know, the Palestinians. Jesus Christ. Fucking disgusting. I mean, just look. I mean, and we've all seen this shit before if you're paying attention when this was going on and continues to go on, but boycott, divest, sanction. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, Jesus Christ. But the Biden administration, the more effective of two evils. Why does it keep going back to that one? That's so weird. Well, you saw the article. I'll have to look it up. Biden. Hella. Here we go. So weird it kept going back to that one. But yeah, the more effective of two evils, as I was saying. Here you go. 3.4 billion, I should say, helicopters with guns and all that happy horse shit to continue the, you know, brutal assault against the Palestinians and people who are speaking up against it. Just Jesus Christ, more effective of two evils indeed. Like the video, subscribe for more content. All power to the people. Peace. Much love.